We're nerds and we like to write. We're nerd writers. Hello, Josie. It is Thursday, and it is Thanksgiving here in the States, so there's going to be a lot of turkey eating in my near future. I would just like to start off by saying, no, I did not die. I was not horribly maimed. I was not in an accident. I have been on a retreat, and this is why my word count flatlined, because I didn't have any time at all to work on writing. But it's okay, because I was writing more words per day than necessary in order to create a buffer so that when that happened, because I knew it was going to happen, I'd be okay. Which I am okay, except now I'm in the last 10,000 words and I have absolutely no idea what's going on in the plot. Well, I mean, I know, and the thing is this: I have set all these things up, and I know in the beginning I knew that I didn't have too much conflict. At the end, I knew that I didn't have this big, like, fireworks display. But now that I'm here, I'm kind of like, this is disappointing. I want those fireworks. So now I'm in the process of trying to figure out what I want to do exactly, and I haven't really written much at all today because I've just been kind of stumped, and I've also been a little bit blue. Just one of those things. But I will press onwards, and we are going to my grandma's house for Thanksgiving, and she lives like 4 to 5 hours away, so I'll have big chunk of time to work on Nano, and I'll get really ahead, and it will be awesome. Meanwhile, I've been playing a lot of guitar, and I've been learning The Blower's Daughter by Damien Rice. And so it is, just like you said it would be. That's only on most of the time. It has been getting cold here as well. That's why I keep wearing my spiffy sweatshirt. I feel like it's a very artistic time of year, and by that I mean, perhaps I mean generic, just in that, like, it gets used a lot winter or in the cold, and especially fall. But, like, it's weird because fall doesn't really translate very well into writing when I do it anyway, because, like, it's too, like, packaged. It's too Hallmark card. It's too much about these things that we expect fall to be, and less about what it really feels like personally for me, which is actually kind of like a nostalgic and almost a sorrow, and I don't think I adequately convey that when I write. A description can be very hard. Like, you can describe something and it can be a good description, and yet it cannot be what you originally felt, which is sometimes a strange thing. But the thing about winter is that it's about space, because when winter comes, everything is stripped down to the essentials. So it's just space everywhere, and snow can come and cold comes, but it's like something essential and something human, which when you write, it is something that works well within writing, because writing is about spaces, because writing is words, and words have weight and meter, and they fill, and they move, and they exist. The thing is, if you try and paint a word picture, if you try and write just for the words, you lose, because words don't just sit there. You cannot paint a portrait in words because they won't stay. They'll move and they'll shift, and suddenly it's different than what you thought, and when you read it again you think, oh, that's not as good as I thought it was. Everything is always in writing changing and moving, and nothing ever sits still, and there's a vast landscape of writing that we create, that we trek through and we build, and sometimes we put very specific pieces in place to show the reader something, like a beacon in the darkness, and other times we leave something kind of vague to let them kind of create what they want around it, and then still other times we just point and we show them the darkness. And I guess winter makes me think of that in relationship to writing. So I will get back to writing, and I will boost my word count back up so it doesn't look like I've died.